Just when I was saying earlier this morning that the Esserman and Josh Taylor fight finished, it was a great fight, finished so well, had no controversy, no wrestling controversy, and we as boxing fans get sick and tired of having to talk about the controversy and judging controversies and other controversies, like Gervonta Davis, as I say, taking the knee and getting his face wiped, and the referee doing nothing in the middle of a match. Just when I'm saying all that, I'm thinking, oh, that was great. I noted this video from the Luke McCormack versus Samir Fuentes fight, Queensbury fight, and it was on the Queensbury YouTube platform, and mentions the bizarre way that this ended, and it did. And there are reasons for that, aren't there? In that the infrastructure was the issue, surely. First of all, the fight, which was there to try and Frank Warren, great promoter who does this so well and has done this with Moses Atama as well. And I mentioned this earlier on, bringing Luke McCormack, who's 3-0, on by bringing in a Panamanian opponent who's 4-5. So he did actually have a bit of a go, Fuentes, but he was made moves on him immediately. McCormack. Fuentes was on the back foot. McCormack's jab was working, so he could set up some fast shots, work the belly a little bit. He made Fuentes look a little bit uncomfortable early on. Nice overhand right, although Fuentes, who's got the reach advantage, had some longer shots there. And the ref, I thought, in the second round, stopped it immediately, very loudly, as soon as McCormack got a punch at the back of the head, to the back of the head, immediately. And although Fuentes was on his back, he was returning fire. Some of the commentary was a bit. They're like two actual wolves in there. If you had a wolf, but it was human, we don't need that, mate. But then we got a big right hook, a left hook, and then another left hook, and down went Fuentes, who was suddenly up at 6, as the commentary team said, like the Undertaker. You don't need that either, do we? So he got up at 6, but the referee stopped it. Why did he stop it? He was up at 6, looking good. Why did he stop it? Well, I think he had to, because we were 3 seconds into after the round when that punch landed. But was it the referee's fault? No. Because you had no recognition of a 10-second mark. You know, usually it's often a tap on the table, sticks being hit together, something like that, and then no ring bell. You could see the clock in the corner counting down, and it went to 0. They continued fighting for another, I reckon, 3, maybe even 5 seconds before that punch came in. Great punch, put him down very well. He was up at 6, sprung up, to be honest, wanted to continue fighting. But what do you do then? Do you say that, sorry, that's the end of the round? Actually, you were knocked out after the end of the round. So you could say, so to the judges, don't count that. That was a mistake. Let me speak to the timekeeper. Why aren't you ringing the bell, son? That's a controversy, isn't it? It really is, because what? No 10-second count. And I can't really excuse that anyway, but no ring bell to tell you that what were you doing? Was the timekeeper distracted? That's your job, to ring the bell at the end of the round, isn't it? It is. So the referee's not at fault here, but blimey. Yes, it ended in bizarre fashion, but really, when the basics aren't around there, what's the referee to do? That is a basic situation. And I'm sure Fuentes won't make any kind of concern about that, because, you know, he's there as a sacrificial lamb, isn't he, really? He's 4-5, and McCormack's coming on, and there you go. But the ring bell didn't ring. And, you know, for things like this, people point these things out to me. I mean, look at that, it's ridiculous. And I have to say, yeah, you got me there. Someone should be... Isn't there going to be an internal kind of investigation about this? I really hope so, because that is an extraordinary situation. And you know what? An absolutely ridiculous one. And, may I say, pretty dangerous too. Ta ta.